Hello guys! Welcome back to my channel. This video is short lang. I-update ko lang kayo about our Mazda 3. Our Mazda 3 has been with us for the last 4 years already. And in this video, itatackle lang natin yung mga positives, ano yung negatives, yung experience natin in the last 4 years. This car is a daily car. Ginagamit ito ng son ko sa kanyang work at saka sa mga errands. So far, wala pa naman kaming na-experience na any problem sa engine or in the transmission. So far, so good. One thing na na-appreciate ko about this car is yung driving feel, yung kanyang driving dynamics talaga. Kaya mahirap bitawan yung sasakyan na to, yung kanyang driving position, yung steering feel, yung handling niya, and just the overall experience whenever you drive this car. So iba talaga yung feeling niya compared dito sa ibang cars na we have owned for the last several years. And I think isa yun sa pinaka-positive niya. So if you want a good driving feel, get a Mazda vehicle. Kasi it's a driver's car. Medyo premium yung price compared with the other cars in the market. Pero you get what you pay for. And another thing na napansin ko sa sasakyan na to is yung superior yung NVH niya. If you're following this channel for years na, marami na akong na-test drive na cars. Pero iba talaga yung NVH ng Mazda. Ito yung isa sa mga strong points ni Mazda talaga. Ito yung tipong pag nag-test drive ako ng ibang vehicle at bumalik ako dito at sumakay, may noticeable difference talaga pagdating sa quietness ng cabin niya. Yan yung sinasabi kong NVH niya. So, wind noise, tire noise are kept to a minimum. At even sa highway speed, very comfortable siyang sakyan at very stable. Pagdating sa exterior, makinis pa rin siya after 4 years. Siyempre may mga light scratches pero hindi mo naman siya maiiwasan. Given its age, is quite acceptable naman na meron talagang mga minor scratches. But it is still quite presentable kasi alaga ko naman siya. This car may not be photogenic but when you see it is a personal, ang lakas ng dating niya for me. For the past years, hindi nag-degrade yung appeal niya. Even kapag nakapark siya, para siyang wheels in motion, ang lakas pa rin ng dating. Sa mga bago pa lang sa channel ko, nag-upgrade lang ako ng konti. Kinabitan ko ng lowering spring na H&R. Then, kinabitan ko ng 19-inch na wheel set with federal tires. And so far, bearable naman yung quality ng ride niya. And then, nagpalit din ako ng exhaust. So, okay naman siya. And another positive thing here is, itong sa Mazda, meron siyang free 5 years na PMS. So, wala kang gagastos din sa PMS. Pero itong unit ko is hindi na umabot dun sa 5-year PMS. 3 years free PMS lang ang inabot ko. Pero ngayon, pag bumili ka, 5 years na ang free PMS. But in terms naman of experience sa service, very positive for me, especially itong Mazda Makati. Ang maganda lang sa Mazda kasi since low volume seller sila, madali kang maasikaso sa kasa kasi hindi kayo masyadong madami. So kung meron kang concerns about your car, nagagawan agad nila ng paraan. And yung PMS nila, mabilis. Magpapa-appointment ka and then pwede mo nang hintayin. Usually, it takes you about 2 to 3 hours tapos na yung service. So, pwede po talagang hintayin. So, unlike dun sa mga large volume seller, it takes time para mag-service, di ba? At mahirap ding i-maintain yung quality of service kasi ang dami mong inaasikaso. Punta naman tayo sa interior. I think for 4 years, the interior really aged well. So far, yung mga seats niya, wala pang mga lukot. And you can see na yung quality ng interior ng Mazda is really above the average. Wala kang masasabi pagdating sa interior vibe, yung quality ng interior, good NVH, and how the interior was executed and how was it designed. Almost all the materials here are soft touch. So far, despite na nabibilad siya sa araw, wala pa siyang mga stains or cracks or signs of aging of the vehicle. Ang isang issue lang dito is madaling magasgas yung center console kasi it's piano black. So, kailangan lagyan mo ng PPF, which I did. As you can see here, yung mga interior door panels niya, maganda pa rin. Wala pa rin signs of aging. Kasi pag inalagaan mabuti yung mga panels niya, mapipreserve mo siya. Hindi ako gumagamit ng mga chemicals. Damp cloth lang ang ginagamit ko. Para ma-preserve yung original finish na hindi glossy at ma-retain mo yung original na amoy ng bagong sasakyan. And another thing na na-appreciate ko dito is yung sunroof niya and how ergonomic yung design ng cabin space niya. Even yung mga switches niya is within reach. And how you use the infotainment screen. User-friendly siya. Pagdating sa electronics, wala akong naging issue. Itong sunroof, walang namang naging leakage. So, very smooth pa rin yung experience sa mga bagay na yon. Sa engine, dito ako bilib. Wala akong naging issue. Alaga mo lang sa PMS at saka sa linis para tumagal yung iyong makina. So, never skip yung PMS. Ang isang advice ko pa kung magkakarga kayo ng gasolina, kung po pwede, dun sa isang lugar lang kayo at dun sa suki mo para alam mo na malinis o kaya hindi binabaha yung lugar. So, in terms of performance ng engine in the last 4 years, maganda siya. Hindi ako tinirik nito kahit minsan. At ang nagustuhan ko dito is fuel efficiency pagdating sa gasoline consumption. Medyo malaki ang difference compared dun sa Raptor. Medyo matakaw kasi yung Raptor. Sa city, kapag ka heavy traffic, I'm averaging about 7 to 8 kilometers per liter. Kapag ka naman moderate traffic, mga 8 to 9 kilometers per liter. So sa highway, nag-a-average ako ng mga 18 to 21 kilometers per liter. So matipid siya pagka highway driving. Pagdating naman sa reliability, very positive yung experience. Very underrated naman kasi talaga yung Mazda. But once you get the chance to own one, you will understand yung kanyang value proposition. Bakit ganun yung kanyang pricing level? Mas mahal siya sa kanyang competitors. Maganda rin naman yon kasi meron kang sense of exclusivity kasi hindi siya masyadong madami. Pero sa mga nakakaintindi, they will understand why Mazda is pricing that much. Okay, punta naman tayo sa mga negatives. For the past 4 years, meron din naman akong na-experience na mga minor glitches. Pero yung mga issues na yon, na-resolve naman kaagad kasi the vehicle is still under warranty. Wala naman talagang perfect car. Ang mas maganda is yung dealer support, yung service, at saka yung availability ng parts. Susuportahan ka ba ng car manufacturer? Ang isang issue na na-experience ko na lumabas nung 3rd year is yung kanyang side mirror. Kapag ka nainitan, hindi siya nag-a-automatic open and close. Balik, pag nag-start ka ng sasakyan at nabilad sa araw, nag-i-stuck sa close position yung kanyang side mirror. Kasi may auto-fold function itong side mirror niya. So, kapag nag-start ka, automatic mag-open yung side mirror. So, yung na-experience ko, nag-stuck up siya. Pero nagawa naman ito ng paraan kasi it was under warranty. So, it was replaced by Mazda. And after that, okay na. Ang isa pang na-experience ko is parang umingay yung rear brakes niya. So, pag nagpepreno ka, rinig mo yung ingay ng brakes. Pinalinis ko yung brake pads para mawala yung ingay. After malinisan, nawala yung ingay. But after several days, bumabalik na naman. So, ang ginawa ko, kinlaim ko ng warranty. So, pinalitan lang yung brake pads sa likod at yun, nawala na yung ingay ng brakes. And since nagpalit din ako ng 19-inch wheels with the low-profile tires, yung ride quality niya, medyo nabawasan yung smoothness. Pero if you compare it with the stock suspension, medyo on the steeper side pa rin siya. So, if you compare this with the ride quality nung Honda Civic o kaya nung Altis, medyo noticeable yung difference. Yung mga yon mas sedan-like. Ito kasi more on the sporty side. So, if you want yung stable at saka mas planted na feeling, you get this Mazda 3. Pero kung naghahanap ka ng smooth and very comfortable na cruiser, hindi ito yung sasakyan na yon. And since nagpalit pa ako ng springs, mas stiffer pa yung ride niya. At sa mga nagtatanong how is the H&R springs holding up, as of now, okay pa rin siya. But compared sa stock, medyo tumagtag siya ng konti. Siguro mga 5 to 8%. Pagdating naman sa handling, doon talaga siya nag-improve. Very stable siya sa highway driving. At sa cornering, ang ganda niya, para ka lang nagdadala ng go-kart. At ang napakaganda talaga nito is yung kanyang perfect na handling. So, yun lang yung short video about my experience about this Mazda 3. So if ever you're eyeing this vehicle, it's highly recommended kasi it's very fun to drive. At wala akong na-experience na major issues during its 4 years of operation. If you ask about the mileage, low mileage lang siya. Ang natakbo ko is only 25,000 kilometers in 4 years. Kasi malapit lang naman talaga yung office at saka bahay. So, very fresh pa rin siya at mukhang bago. At ang gumagamit dito is yung son ko na maingat din sa sasakyan. Gustong-gusto niya yung sasakyan na ito kaya mahirap siyang i-let go. Pero I think next year kailangan ko na siyang i-let go kasi 4 years na. So, kailangan naman nating magbago ng sasakyan. So, abangan nyo kung ano yung ipapalit namin dito. Another new build naman. So, nag-iisip pa kami kung ano yung ipapalit namin. Perhaps may bagong new model na lalabas next year. So, tingnan natin. So, abangan nyo dito sa channel na to. In conclusion, if you're eyeing a Mazda vehicle, get it if you have the budget. Very reliable siya and it's very fun to drive. Hindi ka magsisisi since reliable siya at libre pa yung PMS for 5 years. So, wala kang gasto sa maintenance for 5 years. Maganda naman yung after-sale service ng Mazda. Since hindi masyadong madami yung unit, so yung service is mas mabilis. At saka yung mga parts readily available naman sa market kahit outside of the casa. Okay, hanggang dito na lang. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, see you again my next vlog. Bye!